And he said, the reason why he organized and treated us to dinner was because we hadn't organized anything for some months. And he reminded us that it was important to catch up often, because we do not know when it is time when it's our turn to say goodbye to one another forever. The reasonableness of his request was strangely granted to him. He met us in very high spirits and in great joviality, and left us suddenly the following day. But the unreasonableness of his sudden departure still leaves us mystified and profoundly grief-stricken. On Friday, last Friday, a few days ago, he treated us to Bombay Palace because he took unreserved pride in our friendship and company and wanted us to experience the finest Indian food in town. He said, best tandoori, best pistachio ice cream, best Indian beer. He continually assured us. And to my surprise, he confided in me that since he was a pure vegetarian, he had not tasted any of the food dishes in the restaurant after visiting it for many, many years, but assured us that he trusted the favorable reviews of the food critics. That evening, he ate very little, only naan and a glass of water with morsels of curried vegetable. I saw it all because I just sat in front of him and I could hear everything he said too. And when it came to having dessert, he only had a small helping of ice cream and Diet Coke to quench his thirst. Only then did I realize that he is a true Jaina, through and through, and practiced the most beautiful and timeless Indian teaching of mudita to the highest level. Most of us would gain pleasure in indulging in ourselves, not with RAI. He gained pleasure just by seeing other people being happy. He found contentment by watching people delighting in their happiness and good fortune. The way we tuck into our delicious tandoori chicken and beef and everything, and not beef but other meats at the restaurant, make him smile with glee and great joy, although he hardly ate much that evening. And now I know why his family adores him for who he was, a practicing Jain and a loving husband and a father who found joy in just giving without asking anything in return except for their happiness, well-being, and successes. Although I'm still very grief-stricken, today's melodic prayers and mellifluous prayers make me reflect on the wisdom and timelessness of Mahavira's teachings. Fine friends with exceptional qualities, whom we love dearly, do not go away when they passed on. They walk beside us every single day, reminding us of their good deeds, so that we can share their wisdom with others. The radiance and beauty of RAI's life and kindly deeds do not go away with his passing, but they are instilled in the living angels that can be seen in the faces of all in his family, in Saroj, Hetal, Amish, and Mishali. I have not met the others in his family. Even in their darkest moments in the last few days, Saroj and her children still took time to greet me and remind me that if we needed any help in organizing our St. David's reunion, they would always be there to assist us. Such attention to detail and loving thoughtfulness, even in their darkest hours, have become second nature to them. Only then did I realize Rai has not left us. His spirit, his inner being is still in our presence, found in the persons of Saroj and her children. They, like Rai, have learned the wisdom that only in paying attention and caring for others, and also in giving, will one truly find happiness and contentment, and rise above the inevitable vicissitudes and cycles of life, of birth, of sickness, and of death. Rai went to school with all of us in the 70s. 71. And on behalf of all his old schoolmates on stage, and those who can't make it here today because most of them live in Malacca, we would like to send our commiserations to his family and inform them that although we have lost a very dear friend, we now found and gained a beautiful angel in our midst, in the person of Saroj, who, like Rai, will continue to guide us in humility, in gentleness, in magnanimity. All of these, and the finest expressions of all of these virtues can be found in a devout Jain. I believe so. I know so. She has just told us, Saroj has just told us, if you have any activities from now on, just rope me in. I know this because Rai will be so happy for me to do this. So, Saroj, thank you so much to you and Rai for looking after us so well in the last 2 years, and for donating gifts to our school reunion, and for allowing us to use this beautiful hall for our line dancing, and for inviting so many of us, over 20, maybe 30 of us, to her beautiful home for a delicious vegetarian meal last year. And for always catering to our demands with a smile and without complaint. You are much like Rai. Rai always told me that their marriage was made in heaven. For you to find so much joy and happiness in giving and taking care of others. With so much love from St. David's, Boys of St. David's. Saroj, thank you very much, and with so much love from all of us.